Welcome everybody to another episode of Brent by Brent. Today we're showing you what sold this week from August 26th to September 1st. Everything that was $50 or more. There's a lot of cool things happening here. So let's get to it. All right, we're here with the analytics of uh, our items. So our top selling category was t-shirts. Surprisingly, there was a few big sales there. And this kind of stuff changes week by week. Right now, our top selling brand was Cool, which we sold 5 items. Obviously, we're selling a lot of one, so this is not really a great indicator of how our business runs. But it's interesting to look at some of these. These are our average sale prices per marketplace. You can see. These are our major platforms and the amount we sold here. And let's just get straight to what we sold this week. All right, this was a nice one. This is a vintage Nike uh, single stitch Jordan, extra large, perfect size, back to back Scottie Pippen. We took a best offer for $175. So yeah, this was a really good sale, obviously. Sometimes with the t-shirts is this is you can get a grand slam. This next one is Dale of Norway. This is a brand that I really love. I think it's just so cool. These metal clasps are a big giveaway, and the nice like patterns to them. This one sold on a best offer for $150. So yeah, don't underestimate these chunky sweaters from Norway. But yeah, really cool sell. This is vintage t-shirt. This one I think sold for full asking price. Um, yeah, this is and Levi Strauss. This is the LVC though, which is a reproduction. This shirt is a reproduction of the 1950s cut. So people really like this cut. Um, yeah. Next, sold these Mother jeans, a Tomcat ankle, a very popular one. This is actually in a small size. This one didn't sell for 85. I think this one sold for 65 on best offer. Yeah, Mother jeans are really good. Highly recommend them. Even in these small sizes, they tend to sell because really, everyone's looking for these. This is a nice sale. Dead stock, vintage 90s, champion windbreaker. This one is the Phoenix Suns, which, I guess is not the most popular for the NBA, but sold for $150. Next, we got some Establo Western cowboy boots. These sold for $63 on a best offer. Cowboy boots are really in. This model is kind of an oiled leather, and the oiled leather tends to go for more for the work boots. I'm not sure if I would really pick up this brand again. This did take a little while to sell, but I'm trying to be more aggressive with my cowboy boots recently since they've just kind of been doing well all around, even on no label Western boots. This is 424 on Fairfax. This print was really cool. This is kind of a streetwear brand here. These are some of the tags. You can see it's just a basic hoodie. This brand retails for a lot of money. Honestly, I expected this to sell on Grailed, but we sold this for $75 right here. Next, we got this Wolverine Logger boot. Has an engineer boot silhouette, so that's why it's kind of good. Sold it for $70 on a best offer. A really cool boot. You'll notice boots are always going to be selling for a little bit more. They just hold a lot more intrinsic value based off the materials. This is a Hoka 1. This one had really good tread, so I thought it would sell pretty good, especially since it's in such a big size. You can see it basically has all the tread. Took a while, but we sold it for $65. I was really looking for that $85 or $95 price mark. This is a cool one, which is a Polo Ralph Lauren. This is a vintage one with this interesting print with the jellyfish. Sold for $60. A little close up of the print. Yeah, all the Polo Ralph Lauren that we get, the more interesting it is, the more we really seem to do better with it. It's kind of interesting because I don't really see people rocking like these cool Polo Ralph Laurens, but it's definitely like, if you know, you know. A lot of people following this brand. Next, we got Free City. These Free City joggers, sold these for $75. Just a nice brand that people like for like loungewear. We usually include the keyword loungewear or minimalist with these. Next, vintage Patagonia. This one sold for a best offer of $60. Nice jacket. This one's actually, I think, a little bit older. Yeah, Patagonia kid stuff actually tends to sell a little better nowadays. I think a lot of people aren't really willing to pick it up a good portion of the time, but to be honest, I really like selling kids Patagonia. I think people really value Patagonia as a brand, so they want their kids to wear it. This is kind of a special polo, kind of similar to the last one that we showed. Just Brooklyn CC varsity jacket. Don't know much about this one, but sold for $75, so I like that. This one I think sold for best offer of $65. Just Sambas. Sambas are really good. They're the basic shoe that everyone's wearing nowadays, so I pick it up, sells really fast, typically not on this platform. This is a pretty amazing sell, just a Prada cell phone charm. Sold it for $175. This literally weighed nothing, so it basically was, $140 in profit because of this fee that I'm getting eaten up here. So it's pretty cool. This is a vintage 90s 505 orange tab in black that sold for actually $95. Most I've ever sold 505 by far. The key elements of why this one's sold for so much, in my opinion, obviously the size isn't bad. The conditions are really good for a black pair. You can see just some slight fading. So that really matters with vintage Levi's, because if you basically have pristine vintage Levi's, the value is pretty astronomical in my opinion. But that's basically it. Next, Fiorentini and Baker, a brand we really like to pick up. They have really nice boot silhouettes. A lot of zip up boots, moto boots, whatever. They're just a really good brand. I think this one sold for $95. Best offer. I speak about this a lot. Converse John Varvatos sell so well. All you gotta see is this bottom sole and you're good to go. You got a John Varvatos rolling in. These are the laceless kind, which also are very, very popular. I've seemed to notice. This is a cool colorway too. I kind of like this one, so I knew this one would sell well. I think this one sold for $70 plus shipping, of course. Next, we got these vintage Fry boots. These are a men's size, cool harness boots. This is the biker harness boot. These always do really well for us, and yeah, sold this for $120. This is like the older Fry logo, and then there's an even older one, which is the black and gold one if you ever get it. This one's Engineer Garments. This one did not sell for $95. I don't know why I said that. It sold for $85. Engineer Garments is really good brand. You can see here they make a lot of cool things. These ones are made in USA. Boom. Yeah, people really like this brand, especially a button-up long shirt, but it's just a shirt sold for that much. This is a interesting sell. We got these Adidas Undefeated Colette. This, for some reason, superstars, this is not a superstar, but this kind of silhouette, also the superstars with collabs, tend to do really well. This one didn't really take that long to sell and sold for $70. So that was a good one. Is anyone surprised? Aviator Nation sold for $75. Very easy sell. We all know that. This is another Fry harness boot. This one's a shorter one. Um, these ones sold for $150. Um, decent enough tread. These are older ones as well, but yeah, Fry boots, they're really good, especially the harness ones. You need this harness adds so much value to these boots. Trust me on that. Lady White Co. really good company, very expensive for just stuff that really honestly feels like Brandy Melville. Um, sold for $105 here on Grailed. Next, some Cloud Monsters Women's 8. These ones were in pretty nice condition. These sold really quickly for $80. The best model. These are some Jordan 1s. Royals, pretty clean. I got this on a buyout. So yeah, sold for $100. Next, some Dr. Martens. These ones are an extremely clean pair as well. These sold for best offer of $80. The Pascal. I feel like brown Doc Martens are a little bit more rare though, so there's that as well. Next, some more Cloud Monsters, which you know are already going to sell for a lot of money. I think these ones are just missing insoles. I think these ones sold for $78. This is a Planet Hollywood leather jacket. This one, honestly, I went a little bit low, but it was a reversible jacket too, which is really cool. I sold this one for $80. But I just like to get big things out of there because, you know, this is taking a lot of weight, and I'd rather be holding something nicer like an Averex leather jacket. This is a brand that I love to sell. Ditch LA exclusively sells really fast on here on Grailed. The other one I got was cooler, but yeah, these sell really well here. It's a LA brand. Hoka recovery shoe. I think this one sold for exactly $50. These are really clean. These don't sell for as much, but they're pretty cool. I highly recommend buying those if you want. Some more Hokas for $55 here. These ones are pretty clean as well. The colorway wasn't the best. Some Prada wingtip Oxfords. These Pradas didn't comp for as much, even though I thought they might. We sold these for $80 pretty quickly. This was a surprising one. This one sold for our asking price for $65. Just this Rolling Stones like t-shirt dress. Kind of cool actually. Yeah, I never sold anything like this. Daydreamers I know is Free People too, which I didn't know for a while. I've been throwing this brand back, but honestly, don't underestimate Daydreamer because this actually sold I think in like a week for $65. It's just like a t-shirt. This one sold for $90 here on Depop. Cloud Surfer. It's also a very popular model. Hard to get it in good condition though. Big Bud Press sold for $75. Someone threw this back because it had this damage. One of the things is missing. Right adjustable strap is broken. So right here. Still sold really quick for $75. This one sold for $80. G4, which is a golf brand. Just one of my friends a long time ago, I asked him what's like the best brand, and he told me G4. So I don't really mess around with too much golf, just like some collabs like Jordan and stuff. But these sold really quickly for $59. Next, got these Aloe Yoga. Aloe is really good. Got this for $65, just this hoodie. It's no problem. I thought we sold this for a little bit cheaper. I think some of these go for a lot of money. Be careful around the bodybuilding stuff. It can go for a lot of money if you're not sure. This sold really quickly though for $50. Vintage boxy t-shirt. This Free People Movement fleece has always done very well for me, so I've continued to pick it up, and this one did really well. Sold for I think $65, but look at these likes, man. They go crazy for these ones, especially if you hit certain prints. You're definitely gonna be in the money. Next is these Onitsuka Tigers, one of my favorite brands of shoes to sell. These do really well. Sold for $51. Next, these teaks sold here on eBay for, I believe, $85. Teaks is a really good brand. These ballet flats sell like no problem. These were in great condition. Was happy to get that. These are really cool. These Dark Sport Marvel tees. They're these blasted tees with all over prints. Dark Sport's a really great brand, and honestly, all their collabs are really good too if you get it for a cheap enough price. So I hit 2 of these. So I have this one too, which is really cool. Next is this brand called Tombolo, which I sold for $60. This has a print of this like whale, and it's a quarter zip. This brand's really cool actually. I think this one's a terry cloth. They're terry cloths and materials. So if you like that material, maybe this brand's for you. Next is Oakley, sold for $80. Oakley's a brand that I've really been liking to sell because honestly, it sells really well. And I think Oakley's on the ride up. So if you're finding anything Oakley, guys, just be ready. Next, another Aviator Nation for $70. Are you really surprised? And lastly, this Radiohead Lamentations of the Minotaur waist hoodie, which honestly is pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know if we underpriced this one. It sold really quickly actually for 70. Anything Radiohead is really good, so I do recommend picking up Radiohead whenever you get it. Obviously, the vintage t-shirts are crazy. Anyways, that's it for today. And thank you so much for watching and tuning in. And I hope you learned something about some of the things that we sell here on our platforms. Be looking out for more videos. Follow me on Instagram at Brent by Brent, where you can see what I find. Or I've been doing a series where I post my find of the day, and I've been doing it every day. So if you like to see content like that, go check it out at Brent by Brent. Anyways, that's it for today, and we'll see you on the next one.